Hi guys, 18dap here and welcome to this match preview. It's Tranmere versus Doncaster this Saturday at Prenton Park. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview, Tranmere versus Doncaster this Saturday. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new and potentially a Tranmere fan and this video has brought you to this channel, welcome to my channel. We format match previews in the following way. We look at previous meetings, current form, we look at a Rovers player, we look at a Tranmere player, my opinion of the one to watch. Me and the family have got a predictions league, so a quick update on that, and then my score prediction for this in particular game at the very end. So without further ado, let's get into the previous meetings. We've played each other a considerable amount of time, and Rovers have come out on top 36 times out of the 75 occasions that we've met. We've shared the spoils 20 times, and Tranmere have won 19 of those games. Looking back at more recent history, the last 5 games, 4 games in the league in League One and 1 game in the League Cup. In the 07-08 season in League One, a home draw at the Keepmoat Stadium. Yeah, I think we're in the Keepmoat Stadium by then. Were we? In the comments down below. We may have still been at Bellevue at that point. Dates have escaped my mind. And then in 2008 at Prenton Park, a 1-0 win for the Rovers. And then a little bit closer to now in 2011 League Cup game. We were definitely in the Keepmoat Stadium at this point. It was a 3-0 win. And then in the 12-13 season, an away win 2-1. I was at that game. We left it late. It was a nice drive home. And then in 2013 at home, a 1-0 win. So there've been fairly close games in the league. Don't think this Saturday is going to be as close as the games on screen at the minute. And the reason I say that is because of current form. So the Rovers in the last 5 games, 2 defeats, a draw and 2 wins. And Tranmere, 3 defeats, 1 draw and 1 win. Donny coming into this game off of their biggest away win in 90 years after putting 9 men Southend to the sword. Some fantastic play, watched the highlights, and some of the interplay that we played in that game was fantastic. The goals, not spectacular, not all of them. Alfie Mays, that was sublime. A great diving header by Thomas as well. But we came out on top 7-1 winners on Tuesday night, so Tranmere will have watched that and hopefully be shaking in their boots. Tranmere, on the other hand, were on the receiving end of their own hammering, falling 5-0 to Sunderland, but the draw and the victory coming recently has kept them 1 point above the relegation zone, and the win, a 1-0 win against Coventry, is not to be sniffed at. A very, very good win, and the draw came against Southend, so based on that it's going to be another 7-1 win, hopefully. Moving on to player focus for the Rovers, I mentioned him a short while ago, hopefully pronounce his name correctly, Kwame Thomas. 3 appearances, 2 goals. So Thomas is a new recruit at Donny. He's on a short-term contract until January. Can't talk today, get me words out. He's represented England at under 16, 17 and under 20s level, and he's a busy forward with plenty of physicality, which I like. Scored his first couple of goals on Tuesday night. As I said, a fantastic diving header to get him off of the mark, and his second a little easier tap in after a flick on from the corner, so hopefully that's settled him in a little bit more and he can start scoring a little bit more freely. That would be very, very nice. Moving on to the one to watch for Tranmere, I've gone with Stephen Payne. He was at Bristol Rovers last season, but 9 appearances, 4 goals. He is Tranmere's top scorer in the league. But they've been a team that have shared the goals out here, there and everywhere. 17 goals from 14 games, so Stephen is not the only one that the Rovers need to keep their eyes on. But I think keeping him quiet will help. our cause on Saturday. The Prediction League table, no change after Tuesday night, no surprises. Me, Chris, Dad and Max all went for Rovers wins. I went with 3-0, Dad went with 4-0, Chris went with 2-0, Max went with 1-0. So we were all wrong on the scoreline, but we was right on the outcome. So 1 point added to everybody's score. I'm in double figures now, still on top, been on top since day one, but Max, Chris and Dad are still in touching distance on 7 points each, and my dad at the bottom on 5. And finally, moving on to my score prediction for this Saturday. I think it's going to go one of two ways, to be honest. After Donny scoring 7 on Tuesday and Tranmere conceding 5, it could be one of those things where we go in with a huge amount of confidence and Tranmere's confidence has been hammered. So it could result with a similar scoreline of a 5-0, a 4-1, 5-1, something like that. Or it's going to be on the total opposite end of the spectrum where we can't hit a barn door because we've spent all those goals on Tuesday night, and Tranmere play a really good defensive display because they want to prove what they are capable of. So hopefully it's not the latter. And with that, I am going with a 4-1 victory. I think Tranmere will start well. I think they'll defend well. Potentially the same as Southend, go 1 up, but then Donny will kick into another gear like they did on Tuesday night and hopefully run out comfortable winners once again. Fingers crossed. And that's it for this match preview. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up for us please. Comments in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.